Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick look at the Sandisk 400 gig Ultra microSDXC UHS 1 rated SD card. Now, this is a very large micro SD card, and as you may have noticed from the visualization on the packaging, it is aimed directly at those of you that have Android phones like myself, a Note 9, with expandable storage through a micro SD card slot. This is not ideal for really that many other things because of its read and write speed, which I haven't tested yet, but you see it spec'd out right there on the packaging. And that's part of the reason that Sandisk only mentions full HD video capability. Now, I do presume that it's going to work when I want to capture 4K video on my phone, on my Note 9, but I'll find out. More so, this is just about having mass storage because, of course, I do already have onboard storage that can handle the 4K video. It's just a matter of dumping it somewhere, and that's exactly what this incredibly small, incredibly large in terms of capacity micro SD card does. Now, it does come with an adapter, and there's really not a whole lot else for me to show with this product. I mean, back of the packaging, nothing much there. The whole point is that this is basically your most affordable option these days when it comes to getting a high capacity SDXC card with decent write speed. Again, not the fastest in the business. This is not ideal for 4K or anything to that nature. In that case, you're going to want to look to completely a different line of card where you'll be paying somewhere around $30 to $40 for 128 gigs as opposed to 100 or less for this 400 gig card. And again, it's really impressive how far we've actually come, because I remember the days when 400 gigs or 1 terabyte in the form of a micro SD card was just unthought of, unheard of. It was an amazing thing. And now here we have an affordable 400 gig micro SD card that I can throw into my Note 9 and net, over 500 gigs of storage. I don't have the highest end model on the Note 9. I didn't splurge for that, for the 512 gig capacity, but still, this kind of solves the problem. I mean, for those of you that are looking for mass storage at an affordable price, it's sitting in the palm of my hand. And of course, you can use this for cameras and other devices, but again, this is really best applied for mass storage capacity, and that's why I'm sharing it with all of you today. And of course, you can use this as a card reader, like all of Sandisk's micro SD cards. Fairly straightforward. And again, this is only going to be used in my Note 9. I will report back as to whether or not it is capable of capturing 4K video without dropping frames. Sometimes, a class 10 card, UHS 1, can pull it off. For example, the 512 gig SD card I'm using now by Kingston just happens to be fast enough, even though it was never rated for 4K spec, it does actually achieve it. But I wouldn't place a bet on this, considering its price point, considering it's value-oriented and targeted specifically at smartphones. I'm not expecting this to be something I'd pop into my RX 100 camera for 4K video, or of course my A7R Mark III, A7R Mark II. Well, anyone who knows my channel knows any of the cameras that I've covered that I still have that do capture 4K video. I wouldn't expect this to keep up with the bit rate. In fact, I have faster cards than this that were not able to handle the video captured by my Mavic 2 Pro. That is, in 4K. So that pretty much rounds things out for the 400 gig SDXC micro card. I'm still in shock that this has become affordable, but we are now in 2019, aren't we? And this was affordable really in 2018. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.